Blessings to each and everyone. Welcome to Oak and I will speak on this channel. This is Murphy. To all my family, to all my friends, to all my loyal subscribers and viewers, blessings. Now I want to talk a little bit tonight. As a matter of fact, I want to address the Jamaican government because some very bad news has came across my ear, and as a Jamaican living in Canada, I've seen a lot of Jamaicans very upset today by this news. I have watched a few videos with a lot of Jamaicans in the United States who are very upset right now. I have heard people speaking about this thing, and they're very upset. Now, everyone show their emotions in different ways. I would like to address the Jamaican government tonight on that same situation that everyone else is mad about. I have lived in Canada for a very long time. A long time. I have seen some things in this country, and some of them I wish it was in my country. Some of these things are happening. But over the years, things got bad and worser and worser and worser till now it wasara. Okay? We Jamaicans who live abroad do not like what we're seeing and what we're hearing, knowing that it can be better. Now let me get to the news I've heard. Now the other day I've seen a video where Buju bonton went out and he was feeding some homeless people and giving them money and so forth. Some of the people who were with him, they were handing out food and money just the same. And I think that's a good thing. Bounty Killer, get some beds for the hospital. That's a good thing. Sizzler, do his thing where poor people is concerned. That's a good thing. Ninja Man does his thing where poor people is concerned. That's a good thing. And many others are doing what they can do and try to help out. I myself, it's been a while since I've sent anything to my brother to help out the neighborhood. But I started a little thing with him to send down whatever I can send, Mr. Prime Minister, to help out my neighborhood. And you want to tell me, of all the good that people are trying to do, regardless of how the country is, the government is trying to stop the good deeds? Mr. Prime Minister, it does not look good. How do you think it looks when the Prime Minister of Canada, I don't even bother to talk about the president over this one, the Queen or the Prime Minister for England, how do you think it looks when these people hear these things? That the government of Jamaica is telling people not to feed the poor people. Every time we go to the UK and we borrow from the city and we borrow from everywhere, and we ain't seen nothing been done for the poor, Mr. Prime Minister. I want to be as decent and as manageable as possible addressing you tonight, sir. Jamaicans all over right now are upset with what we hear. How is it that the government can say not to feed the poor and it's against the law or whatever the case may be? Let me shed some light on you, Mr. Prime Minister. Living in Canada for many years, I working in Toronto, and I have seen people, citizens, regular people, feed homeless people in front of the Toronto City Hall. As a matter of fact, on the Toronto City Hall premises, there's people who cook, and I think it's every Wednesday or Thursday, they come down there and they hand out food and drinks to the homeless. I have never heard anyone say they can't feed the homeless out there. And this is in front of City Hall. All right? This is in front of City Hall, Mr. Prime Minister. Right? In the United States, in England, in other places, they do what they can do to help out homeless. I myself, Mr. Prime Minister, I will spend a 30 or a 40, whatever I can spend, and get something called Tim Hortons cards and give them out to the homeless on the street. So if everyone do a little, it goes a far way. Now it's so sad that the government who are supposed to be doing what Buju is doing is not doing it, but yet still the government is trying to stop him from doing it. Mr. Prime Minister, it doesn't look good. No. When Jamaicans abroad hear these kind of things, it is disturbing. It is. It is so sad to know that a place like Jamaica, where so many people love, who are not from the country, who are not from Jamaica, to hear these things and to see these things on social media, and to know that the government of Jamaica is trying to stop regular citizens from helping out the less fortunate. I'm at work today and I heard it. I saw videos and I've heard everybody been in a uproar. Bloggers are mad. Regular citizens are mad. Mr. Prime Minister, this doesn't look good, sir. This does not look good, Mr. Andrew Holness. It doesn't look good. They say fish rot from the head down. So we come to you first. This is not nice. And you need to do something about this, sir. You need to do something about this. You cannot sit back and let your I don't think this is about Buju feeding the poor. I don't think so. This is bigger than Buju feeding the poor. There's something else going on. There is something else going on. And it doesn't take a blind man to see that there's something going on. Some of the things that we see on social media, some of the videos that we see how poor people has been treated by the government of Jamaica, it does not look good to the rest of the world. There's other nationality in my country who have been treated better than my own Jamaican people. That is not nice. That is not nice. And the cry out of Jamaicans all over right now, the cry out is on your head, Mr. Prime Minister. It is on your head, sir. It is on your head. And I am not going to stop talking about this. And I am going to talk about it as much as I can possibly do, even to people at my work who don't even know nothing about Jamaica. And let them hear how the government are trying to stop people from helping the poor. You see, it is sad to know that we Jamaicans, when we talk, nobody listens. But anything different from this color talk, yeah, sad. It is sad for me to hear. I felt so good when I see Buju hand out food to poor people who didn't know where they were going to get that meal from that day. Homeless people. Not doing anything to anybody, just want to survive. And the government of Jamaica is standing in the way of letting these people get the help that they need. That is very sad. And like I said, I think it's Italian or Portuguese, they said fish rot from the head down. It is on your head, Mr. Prime Minister. It is. But I tell my Jamaican people, Buju and everybody, do not let the government stop you from doing your good deed. Because they're not doing it. They are not doing it. It's not like the time when we didn't have to have social media, when you couldn't see what's going on. You don't need to be in Jamaica to know what's going on. Anything happen, the minute it happened, it's out there on social media and we get to see it. It looks bad, Mr. Prime Minister. It looks bad. People, tears are coming down on your head, sir. You can't say you love God and you serve God and see people doing good and have your government making decisions, passing laws to stop people from doing good. Look at all the killing and all these things going on in the country. And we always say it's the economy. People can't get work, people are hungry. And you have people who have 2 bananas and would like to share it. And you're telling them that he cannot do it. It doesn't matter where they provide, they distribute that food. It shouldn't matter, because poor people, homeless people are all over. It's not like he's out there cooking and people are gathering around. The man cook at his house, thinking that he's doing a good deed. And he is doing a good deed. And I hope he doesn't let the government stop him. But like I said, this is not about Buju feeding the homeless. This is bigger. I think it's Alkaline that sing a song. And he says, what did he say? I think it's something like, no, it was Bob Marley, not Alkaline, Bob Marley. The other half has not yet been told. Yes, Alkaline wrote a song and said everything will make sense soon. I remember a quote that says that. And everything will make sense soon. Yeah. This is sad, Mr. Prime Minister. Well, I tell my Jamaican people, hold on. Don't give up. Don't. Keep helping each other because the government is not doing it. The government is not doing it. The government is trying to stop it. I've seen video where police or security go into the market, turn over people things, step up on them. That is disgusting. That is sad. And like I said, I will, because I stand up for justice, I will show these videos, start showing them to people at my job. Let them start to see what the government is doing. This is How Can I Help Speak on this channel. This is Murphy, Mr. Prime Minister. I am asking you, sir, do not stop the good deeds that the people are doing. Do not. It's going to look bad, real bad on you. Yeah. Blessings to each and every one. To all my Jamaican brothers and sisters, family and friends and loved ones, stay strong. And let us not sit back and let this thing carry on. Let us fight against it for the less fortunate who are not in the position that we are in. Let us use our platform and defend them. Good night. God have the last word. Like, share, subscribe, people, don't forget. And always leave your comment. Peace.